All right, so the other thing I learned about this when I was taught to make it was to really get lemon juice going with your mushrooms. As you're cutting your mushrooms, you squeeze lemon over it and toss it. And you know, I don't have a really sound reason as to why that had to happen, but like I said, if I learn from an expert, then I stick with their plan. What I have really reasoned through, though, is that these mushrooms cook for a long time. They get very earthy and caramelized and so robust and delicious, and there's something about the lemon that just gives a little bit of brightness and freshness. So that's why I think it's here. I'm not sure if Diana, who taught me this dish, would say that same thing too. And I'm just getting my pan hot right over here and mincing 3 cloves of garlic. This is the basis for our sauce. We don't want this pan to be too hot because we just want to get a little bit of sizzle on the garlic. So I've used a cremini mushroom, which is a great choice, and you can always see cremini now in the supermarket. It's kind of amazing how many choices there are. But if you had a portobello or something called a baby bello, or basically just a white button mushroom, it's fine to use that for this dish. You basically want a really nice mushroom, and you don't have to get a super expensive one either. Okay, that looks great. All right, a couple tablespoons of olive oil into my pan here just to get things going. All right, that's good. Get the garlic right in there. And it's got a little sound when it sizzles on in there, so I'm going to pay attention to it and just stir it around for a second. I like to just get a little bit of the oils released from the garlic so it doesn't have a raw flavor when I stick everything else in. But for this dish in particular, I don't want it to get too golden. And garlic is amazing. There are so many flavors you can get out of it, whether it's raw or it's just lightly sizzling like this, or sometimes even caramelized. So in go the mushrooms. Now, I was saying before that this is a different technique with the mushrooms. In goes about a 1/4 cup of cream, which I'm just going to eyeball, maybe a little more. And that is our sauce. Well, not entirely. This is the first creamy part of our sauce. So I'll just let this simmer a tiny little bit, and I have some Parmesan cheese here. And I just want to get a good 3 tablespoons, maybe more. Oh yeah, maybe 3.5. All right, maybe 3.5. And stir it up and get the pan turned off because we really don't need to do too much cooking here. If you want to thicken it up a little bit, you can keep it a little longer. A little taste again. Oh gosh, the cheese just rounds it out beautifully. All right, I'm turning the pan off. My tagliatelle is cooked. I know that because I was tasting, because I'm in a tasting mode. And just get this right into the pan. A little bit of water's fine because I have quite a concentrated sauce. I always think about that when I'm doing my pasta. Sometimes I drain it completely because I really just want totally dry pasta. But in this case, I'm fine. All right. So one of the big things when you're going to put your pasta directly into your pan, you want to make sure that your pasta is not overcooked because it's going to cook a tiny little bit when it gets to the hot sauce. And you also want to make sure that the pasta to sauce ratio is right. And that is just exactly what I want right here. And when I cook in a pan like this, I think it looks so great that all I really want to do is just serve it in this pan. And I am excited. Dinner, so easy. I have a really lovely, completely vegetarian meal here. Thanks for watching. Hungry for more? Click here for more great recipes, and to subscribe, click here. Check back every week for more craveable recipes, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. And don't forget, head over to our other channels for Everyday Food with Sarah Carey, Martha Stewart Weddings, and the Martha Stewart channel.